There we go. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dogs on the Run. I'm Andy Baskin. Pierre Woods will be here in a couple seconds. I think he's running late. We're going to get to Kenny Rhoda here in a second. I see George is full of vulgarity waiting on Skype. What a day it was for the Browns yesterday, falling by a final of 30-27 in a last-second field goal that should have never been kicked, thanks to Tramon Williams, who decided to go offside on a kick at the end of the game. Another frustrating day for Browns fans. I don't think there's any question about it. It's one of those, oh, well, here we go again, and it just feels like we are on this hamster wheel of monotony of a team that just can't figure out a way to win. They went up against a really good quarterback yesterday in Phillip Rivers. It seemed like everybody was wide open. Josh McCown played great yesterday. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to read you a ton of BS emails that we got yesterday from people that are absolutely 100% clueless. Let's bring in Eric the referee. Hi, Eric the referee. How are you?
Great. Couldn't agree with you more. Josh McCown really showed, I think, why I think he deserves to be the starting quarterback yesterday. I mean, 356 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was not his fault we lost that game.
All right, what do we got in the show today? Just out of curiosity.
Let's see. I'm just going to make this up as I go because
we don't have any pre-show meetings.
We don't have any pre-production or planning here.
No, there's no reason.
We got Kenny Rhoda standing by in his nice little fedora. We got George standing by as always, one of our heated callers. I'm guessing.
Yes.
We're also going to go to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. There's actually a Browns backer group there. We're going to talk to Chris.
Well, there's a Cleveland Clinic there, right?
Yeah,
okay.
he works at the Cleveland Clinic. That's why he's there.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting, too.
All right, so we're going to do all those things. I'll just take your first thoughts because I want to get to Kenny here in a second. What were your thoughts on the game yesterday as you watched?
I thought the offense looked great. The defense struggled at times. I mean, I know you're going up against a great quarterback. You're going to have that, though, with Joe Hayden out. I mean, I know you think that there might be more to this Joe Hayden injury.
Oh, I don't know. I just think it's weird that a DB's out with a hand injury when we've got guys that practice DB and play defensive back
also,
with boxing gloves on.
The way the injury happened, he was probable all week, and then, he's not going to play. That very rarely happens.
Well, it's what happened. I mean, I don't know if something happened on the way. Maybe we'll get more insight on it a little bit later. Let's bring in Kenny Rhoda, my good friend. Kenny. Hi, Kenny. How are you?
Good morning, Andy. And here we are yet on another Monday morning talking Browns football. And we've added to the list now Tramon Williams with the Browns finding a way to lose. OIC only in Cleveland. Do you finally get a break and a guy misses a field goal at the end of the game? But Tramon Williams jumps off sides, and it's a redo with no time on the clock. It's a free play, and he splits the uprights in that big comeback and the two-point conversion. Go for naught, and they lose on the road. So added to the list, waiting for next year, did a great piece. 40 different Browns heartbreaking losses over the years since 1999. If you're a Browns fan, even though it's misery, you have to read it, and you just shake your head, and you say, okay, what's next? What other way can they find to lose a football game?
Kenny, Lambeau misses the field goal. Tell me what you were thinking when he missed it.
I'm thinking, this is an opportunity. He pushes it right. They missed the field goal, and it's like, look at that. The drive, McCown, the two-point conversion, the defense, was bending there, but they didn't break. They didn't give up the touchdown, forced the field goal. Now you're going into overtime. You've got the momentum because you just scored a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and they missed the field goal. You get the ball back. Hopefully you can get a touchdown. And I would think in that situation, if you're the Browns and Mike Pettin, you would go for broke there in that situation if you got the ball back in overtime, but that never happened.
All right, Kenny, Pierre just walked in the door. He's doing his grades. Pierre, just your initial thoughts on yesterday's game.
Man, another heartbreaker. Another heartbreaker. Like you said on that field goal, Tramon Williams, I mean, he jumped off sides. I don't blame him.
How can you not blame him, Pierre? He jumped off. That's the 12th penalty of the game. He made a mistake. You got to blame the guy that made the mistake.
But you know what? He played a good game compared to a lot of defensive backs. Number 31, I love him to death. That's like my little brother. But man, I swear he's out there tackling ghosts.
I mean, Dante got burned on the touchdown, but I don't know. What are you going to do? Put him on a stretcher and make him taller? I mean, not
that. Like I think he lifts too many weights. It's like he's not fast. Martinez Mingo, everybody talks about him. They talk about him very bad. Like, oh, he's terrible. He's terrible. When I see a linebacker chase down a receiver, outruns defensive backs and another linebacker, dang that. Like, make him lose 20 pounds. He'll be an all-pro safety. I guarantee you. 20 pounds. He's not big enough at linebacker. He can lose 20 pounds. He probably can play safety at 230, 225.
So you wait. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. You're saying that if Barkevius loses a little bit of weight, you're going to put him at safety?
I'll play him at safety.
Because of the speed we saw
Because of the speed. I know he's a smart kid. You know what I'm saying? I know he can play the position. He can play the position. Change the number. You got a Cam Chandler in Browns uniform. Just change his number.
Interesting. Kenny, what do you think of that? I never thought of that.
Got to try something with him because he ain't worth a damn as a rush backer. So why not, if his strength is his speed and his size, go make the change and see if that works, because he hasn't done what he was supposed to do when they drafted him, and that's get after the quarterback. And he did chase the receiver down from behind, had the angle on him, but still made the play at the 1-yard line. So they got to try and do something to get value out of the 6th overall pick a few years ago.
Well, and Dante had an angle on Danny Woodhead, and it's like he just opened up on him. I was like, man, I said, Tate, I know Dante's fast. I know he's fast. But if you tired, come out the game. Come out the game. You don't have to play the whole entire game and think that, you know what, I'm going to make this play every time. And then he hurts Tayshaun. He rolled up on his ankle. Change Martinez Mingo's number. Let him play safety.
Can you do that in the middle of the season, though? That's the question. Or does that have to be an off-season thing into training camp next year?
Don Davis played safety for New England. He was fast enough. He's a bigger linebacker. He plays safety. If you can play safety, if you know the defense, Rodney Harrison taught me, if you know the safety calls, where they're coming down to, how they're rotating, you can leave him in the middle of the field. I guarantee you, he can play safety.
How quick can he drop 20 pounds, though?
Easy.
You think he can drop it that easy?
I think he can drop it. I think he can drop it.
This is the first time I've even thought about it. I mean, we did see on that play yesterday. You're right. I mean, how in the world is a linebacker outrunning DBs?
Defensive backs. I seen a linebacker outrun defensive backs.
Well, we saw it yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's ridiculous. What are they doing?
Maybe they could put him on the Biggest Loser show during the season. He can lose the pounds and then come up.
He ain't even got to be on that. I guarantee you he can drop 20 pounds easily. Turn all into muscle.
Hey, let's. I got a ton of subjects I want to talk. I got to read an email. The first thing I got after the game. Kenny, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna read this to you in 2 seconds. Right. Let's go to George though. Hey, George, what's going on, man?
Good morning, gentlemen. I love Mr. Woods' thought about Barkevius Mingo playing safety. That is really fucking tempting. I would actually love that. Still looking for a Dwayne Bowe sighting.
He had 1 target yesterday.
Oh, 1. Wow, that's fucking amazing. Wow, and he didn't catch the ball. He ran that pattern like a fucking girl. Now, I give the effort for the gentleman who lined off sides, but is it simple not to shoulder and make sure you are within that distance before jumping? I know he was trying to time it, and I know these are men. These aren't little children. I could have used this football I have in my hand to throw at the TV yesterday, and I didn't do that.
George, I don't think that football would have done any damage.
And I ended up breaking fucking Snowy's band on the bottom. That's how angry I was after the game.
Was that a Build-A-Bear football?
I commend the whole team's effort. Yes, I do. But it's just, I'm just numb. I'm just completely numb, and I'm getting sick of the numb feeling. It pisses me off. I gotta go through this without getting angry every week. I just want to go into Baltimore and take it out on them so bad. This is where they're maybe vulnerable. We can actually beat them in the crow's nest, thank God. I'm just hoping.
George,
I really
am.
am.
A lot of optimism
One thing on the bright side, hey, the Indians finished above 500. Let's give them kudos, okay?
Why? They were expected to win the World Series this year.
Excuse me?
They were expected to go to the World Series. You want me to go get the magazine?
Yeah, I remember the magazine. I'm not worried about that. Part of life. It happens.
So wait,
I remember when Corey Snyder was on the cover. They're going to go to the World Series. It didn't happen. So fucking what? Part of life. Move on. Same thing with the Browns. This is an L. Move fucking on. Next game.
George?
Simple as that.
It might be time to go to Build-A-Bear. You might need a new one.
Yeah.
No, I don't need, no, Snowy's dependable. Always dependable.
What about your Build-A-Bear
Could
football?
play in a field goal team. You never know.
All right, George, thanks for participating. We'll talk to you next week. Appreciate it.
Oh, you too, guys. Mr. Woods, have a great weekend.
You too.
Upcoming.
Take care.
All right.
I'll stroke
All
you.
right.
All right, the two sides of George. We got the one side that's like, oh, have a great week.
Well,
We'll see
there's
you
more
later.
than two sides to George, Andy.
How many he got?
All right, let me read this email. This is a fun one. By the way, if you want to join in on this, 216-431-3820, 216-431-3820. If you're listening to the live broadcast that we're doing right now, which is on Monday morning, it's 7:41 right now. So if you're listening to the podcast, don't call in. You're wasting your time. If you want to Skype in, it's Dogs on the Run, Dogs on the Run. All right, I want to read this email to you. I wish I had my reading glasses.